A new international embarrassment has just hit Nigeria, and this time is coming straight from the US mission in Nigeria. In a scattering tweet posted as part of their Transparency Tuesday campaign, the US exposed the Nigerian ruling class for what they truly are: a cartel of political elites splashing billions on luxury while urging the poor masses to endure hardship like labor pains. Yes, why the average Nigerian can't afford a bag of rice, why minimum wage still remain a sick joke, and hospitals across the nation lack basic oxygen. These politicians are out here building brand new government houses they barely even use. According to the African Report, some governors are spending billions of naira, not on schools, not on clinic, not on job creation, but on concrete mansions with ACs, chandeliers, and bulletproof toilets. The US Embassy highlighted this shameful trend, warning that instead of funding critical infrastructure like education and agriculture, Nigerian leaders are prioritizing useless vanity buildings. Let that sink in. While the masses are told to tighten their belts and embrace the so-called pain of reform, these same politicians are popping champagne in new mansions funded with public money. This is a slap in the face of every Nigerian who was told to sacrifice for the future. Because while the average citizen is scraping by taking loans just to eat, the elites are not sacrificing anything. In fact, they are enjoying more than ever before. Lavish convoys, foreign medical trip, customized jets, and now, multi-billion-naira renovations of buildings they hardly enter. That's the Nigerian reality under Bola Tinubu's government. One of the performative pain for the people and uninterrupted luxury for the rulers. I like the fact that US mission didn't mince words. Their post clearly stated, this isn't just a governance failure. It's a crisis of accountability, priority, and morality. It exposes the deep roots at the heart of our fiscal system. Leaders are no longer accountable to citizens. They no longer fear shame. And worst of all, they don't feel obligated to explain where the money is going. The central bank is still a black hole. Budgets are bloated with ghost projects. And yet, the ruling class has the audacity to preach discipline to the hungry. Nigerians are told not to complain. They are told to wait. But wait for what? The only thing growing faster than inflation is the appetite of politicians for luxury and power. If anything, the US has confirmed what Nigerians already know. This government is not broke. It just doesn't spend on the people. Now let's talk numbers. In the same period, governors were spending billions on government mansion. Schools in rural communities collapsed. Doctors went on strike. Reports cited by the US missions lays it bare. There is more money in circulation, not less. But instead of channeling that money to clinics, roads, or agriculture, it goes into projects that serve only the egos of those in charge. And it doesn't end there. Sisla also weighed in, stressing that Nigeria's fiscal irresponsibility is not just about mismanagement. It's about inequality being fueled by deliberate choices. Leaders choosing to enrich themselves, not the people. And that erosion of public trust, well, it's not accidental. It's the result of years of policies that put power before progress. And yet, when citizens complain, they are told to be patient. When journalists report, they are threatened. When outsiders speak up, like the US just did, they are accused of meddling. But who really is the enemy of Nigeria here? The one exposing the corruption, or the one enabling it? You see, what the US mission did with this tweet was hold up a mirror to the Nigerian elite. And what stayed back was a picture of greed, waste, and betrayal. Because it's not just about buildings, it's about the mindset. A ruling class that sees leadership as a privilege, not a responsibility. A political system where suffering is normalized, as long as it doesn't reach the marble floors of government mansions. They tell Nigerians to tighten their belt while they're losing theirs in Dubai, London, and Abuja lounges. They claim fuel subsidy removal was necessary, yet provide no clear answer about the billions supposedly saved. They celebrate currency reforms, yet the naira keeps falling and inflation is deeper into people's pockets. The disconnect is staggering. In a country where most people hustle daily for their next meal, their leaders debate which Italian furniture brand to import into their new state offices. And the worst part, there's almost no consequences, no resignations, no reforms, no justice. And that's why international attention matters. Because sometimes, shame from abroad is the only language Nigerian leaders understand. But even that shame is short-lived, washed away by another round of public relations, photo ops and empty speeches. Now the world has seen it. The numbers are public. The facts are undeniable. The only question that remains is, what will the Nigerian people do with this truth? Because truth on its own changes nothing. Nigeria is full of truths. We have had decades of exposes, documentaries, white papers, Twitter thread, and breaking news. But without collective action, without outrage becoming organization, and awareness turning into accountability, truth is just noise, a background hum in the chaos of a failed system. What the US mission did was echo what Nigerians already know. This is not a poor country. It's a plundered one. It's not a hardship without cause. It's a hardship by design. And until the people stop accepting poverty as destiny and start confronting corruption as treason, nothing will change. They'll keep building new government houses while hospitals collapse. They'll keep importing luxury cars while children sit on bare classroom floors. They'll keep blaming the past while robbing the future. But history has shown us something else. That no matter how long injustice lasts, it doesn't last forever. Nigerians have a choice to either continue as victims of a wicked elite or rise as citizens who refuse to be fooled again. Who stop worshipping politicians and start demanding performance. Who stop fighting one another and start fighting for one another. Because the ruling class may have billions, but the people have numbers. And when those numbers move in one direction, not for tribe, not for token, but for truth, even the stronger walls of impunity begin to shake. So let this not be another headline we scroll past. Let it be a spark, a reminder that the world is watching, but more importantly, that we are watching and we remember.